Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Bf109 K4 Kurfaust fighter. It sits at a rank 4 battle rating 5.7 in the German tech tree. I think I've flown this once before on the channel, and I also have some of the G variant, the Gustav variants, which are predecessors to the K variant, which is a very late war model of the Bf109 family tree. Its maximum armament is two 20mm MG151s, a offensive 20mm that I'm using down the prop hub, two 13mm machine cannons, or heavy machine guns, on the cowl on top, or a offensive 30mm that you can also put down the prop hub, but I've opted for the 20mm and no gun pods for this video. It cuts down on a lot of parasitic drag and weight, allowing you to climb a lot faster and be a lot more maneuverable. But that's not the whole point of this video. Main thing is the teamwork that our team was able to exhibit, which ended up allowing me to not get absolutely wrecked by a Spitfire. So we're just sitting at about a little over 4,000 meters. Just smaller teams. I think there might have been only like 10 on each team. There's a B-17 up high, a Spitfire down low. There's a 190. That's my squad mate over there. We are not in comms or anything. He's just a fairly good pilot. So I was thinking about going after that B-17, so I start climbing. That's when this close Spitfire ends up popping up, and he is who I end up engaging for most of the fight. As you see, at that point I called off the B-17. This Bf109 decides he's going to come in and assist me, but I fire some long shots. Doesn't really do anything. I roll out of his way, and I immediately take it back into the vertical. I didn't know what this guy was doing. I thought he was going to dive away, call it a day, but he decides to bring it up on my ass, and so I end up pulling it over. But as you can see, obviously he comes in a lot quicker because he's a Spitfire F, and I believe it's the F Mark 9. And so I roll out of it really quick just to throw his guns off. As you can see, my teammate here comes in, blows something off of him. I don't know if that was my teammate or if he just popped flaps and it flew off, but it looks like he hit him. But I thought he would be less slow at turning, but apparently not, and so I do the same exact maneuver where I just drop vertical in front of him while rolling to get out of the way of his guns, because obviously F Mark 9s have 20 mils and those are not friendly to your airframe. Turn back in here, blackout. We are just in a downward corkscrew now. I'm trying my hardest to get out of the way of his cannons, and I try making him overshoot and everything, but he is on me like white on rice. And we're starting to run out of altitude here, so my situation's getting quite desperate. But thankfully I've got some decent teammates here. I try to get as close to these buildings as possible, try to get them to break off or crash or do something, but stay on my ass, but he's still there. So in comes this FW190. I pull it back up into the vertical to try to get him to stall out. He pulls up after me. I try ruddering over. As you can see, I'm just trying to keep him off of me, basically. Keep myself out of his gun sights. 190 comes in, booms him from above, misses. This other teammate comes in, I believe he's flying a Bf109, takes some shots, misses, but gives me some time to try to climb out. Again, I turn to the right here, he comes up after me, and I bait him for my teammate here, who comes in and finishes him off. So, great kill by him, saved my neck, and yeah, that's why it's very important to have good teams. Even though we weren't live com and chatting, we still kind of figured out what we needed to be doing, especially with the smaller teams like this. There seems to be a whole lot more camaraderie than those big 16 versus 16 things. You got smaller teams, less people, and I take a hit from somewhere. And so you tend to help each other out a whole lot more because there's less people to try to figure out who to help. Who actually knows what they're doing and needs help versus who's just being stupid and kind of deserves to learn not to put themselves in that position. You can see I don't have a aircraft color chart, so I'm just going to call it the aircraft color chart to show which parts of your aircraft are messed up or not. But I do have an oil leak. It hit, I don't think it might have been flak or something, but it exploded right in my nose, or in front of my nose, and so shrapnel pierced my oil cooler, which happens to be right behind the prop hub, right in front of the Daimler-Benz engine. And so before going back to base, I just end up taking out some of these A26 B10s over here that are just AI, just, make this video a little more exciting. Get a good fireball, send him down. Pull vertical, there's another one coming in. But if you ever get an oil leak or engine trouble in a Bf109, it's best just to head back to base because their engines don't last long at all when it comes to taking damage. So come in from a 3 o'clock high, slide into 4, 5, and then 6 o'clock, set his engine on fire, peel off to the right. And that is basically the only kills I get for this game. We had a very decent team of team players who actually helped each other, and I believe we only ended up losing like 2 people. So it's not bad. But I'm just gonna fast forward right now and show off the landing and then go on to the results. Alrighty, so here's just the landing. Nothing spectacular, just a fairly smooth landing. There's that Bf109 who helped me out earlier. Kind of rock my wings with red smoke. He pops on his red smoke, come in, touchdown. About 150 kilometers per hour. Bounce a little bit, but the touchdown again was very, very smooth. So I was very happy with this. And we just slow down. And as I said, those 2 A26s were basically the last of the kills that I would be receiving for this match. So we just sit here, repair and rearm. Whilst we do this, I'd just like to chat about some things upcoming, which would probably be more DCS live streams, probably some more startup videos. I kind of want to redo that F18 video because that's quite a disaster, and might do some tutorials with the F16 as I've been flying that quite regularly. I do like the F16, but the F14 I definitely need to just start video up. So there's that. Yes, I kind of made a mistake here and took off a little too soon before the repair was done, and so I ended up having to repair again. But yeah, if you enjoy these, share them with people, like, subscribe, put them out there, comment of what other things you want to do. I've also probably have to do another G5N1 or whatever video, Shinzan, because somebody wants to see one of those. I definitely know I have to get that done in the near future. But yeah, so last person gets killed, CSO 8000. So I just stay on the runway, and 6th place for the team, which I guess isn't terrible. I mean, I'm alive, I got 2 AI kills, and I baited very nicely, so good game. It's very important to have decent teamwork, even if you're not VCing through Discord or TeamSpeak with them. So, great. the results for the game. 6 places said 2 AI kills, 1 bait. So yes, not terrible, but yeah, that is another video on the K4 Kerfaust. So if you like this, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Reds out.